Tis day 658 of Arukh HaShulchan. This week's Arukh HaShulchan is sponsored for his chus for Bani Chai Mizone for Yonasan Ezra Ben Chana Feigl. Should be a tremendous chus for him, especially because today is the Arukh HaShulchan of Purim, being recorded on Tais Esther, but Arukh HaShulchan of Purim, and called Pashid Yoda Noistim Lo. If you'd like to sponsor an upcoming share or more of the Arukh HaShulchan, please contact me directly. Be very greatly appreciated. Today we're doing Siman Shin Pei Ches, Sib Daled to Siman Shin Tzadi, Sib Gimel. Okay, so we ended with a cliffhanger yesterday, I think. Yeah, about the halacha of the connection between what happens in Lo Ever Lo Yishtatfu, the words of the Shittas Rambam. The issue is very astonishing. Dazel called the Rab. This is all according to Rab. Shmuel Rabbi Yochanan be'ermin inoken. They don't hold that way. But Rabbi Yochanan, Rabbi Rab, always pass Rabbi Yochanan relative to when it's machleksim with Rab. Rosh came by the Ika Shmuel by day Rabbi Yochanan, so Shmuel is together Rabbi Yochanan. Then he started the Din Rambam. No, says Arukh HaShulchan anyway. The Meres Kashal Lamatar Chashas B'Shabbos Chabes Tam Al Had Rav. Why do we have to find a reason for Rav's halacha in Masechah Shabbos? So, but Erevin is bar at time. Erevin's quite clear. The reason is because we in the Dima said Fuki Mani Bati might take the vessels out of the house. Elevade the shade sugas ain't so clouds as must be two sugas not contradict each other. But time the Shabbos Hakom Modi the reason given the Shabbos everybody's agreed to that. They chok b'dover. Nobody argues about that. The Erevin in Acher. And the Erevin serve something else together. The Hainu the time the Shabbos ain't only came. The reason given in Masechah Shabbos is only if Kol Chatzeres Ivui Batim, all the Chatzeres made Erevin with the houses. The Shah Mavi below Chatzeres, and the Mavi is left without any Chatzeres attached to it. In other words, the Mavi has been sliced off. I would say Irvu makes us a little Irvu, but some of them made an Eruv, some of them didn't make an Eruv. Yesh Batim Chatzeres Moshe Shlo Irvu. There are still houses and still Chatzeres which didn't make Eruv. Chagam might have to Erevin, and that's the case in Erevin. So again, the Shabbos, it's talking about where all the Chatzeres are severed from the houses. And Aaron's talking about where some of them are severed and some of them, severed from the Mavli, sorry. All about the Chatzeres severed from the Mavli. And Aaron's talking about when some of them are and some of them are not. Okay, so the Gemara, okay, well, we'll see what he says. But Rambam can come as a guy Shakulan Irvu, so but they all made Erev, and therefore they cut off from the movie. Confirm the shut up. I'm exhausted Irvu, but only part of them made Erev. Mother Rambam the Metaltalin, you're allowed to carry in the Chatzer in the movie. Below Chashinan, the Imas Fuki Mai the Batim, and we're not afraid to take out stuff from the houses. The Kishmul Rabbi Yochanan, the Kishmul Rabbi Yochanan. For Raya Brula, there is clear evidence for this. Shai Perek Gimel Tini Test Pas like the head Yo Kishmul Rabbi Yochanan. Pas was there Shmuel Rabbi Yochanan made Irvu Mutari when they made Erev. Now you're allowed to carry stuff from the Chatzeros to the Mavos and back and forth again. So therefore, what comes out like this? It comes out that when all the Chatzeros cut themselves off from the Mavos, you can't kalim from one to the other, even Kelim Shishavsu B'Chatzer or the Mavli. But where some of them cut themselves, some are not, then you can. I'm not sure I see the lumnish difference, but that's what the Arukh HaShulchan is contending. It says in the brackets here, one place seems to allow carrying in the case where they weren't married together, the other case seems not to. If the Mavli is familiar with Tzuras Pesach, interesting Kiddush, you don't need to have it's allowed to carry from the Mavli to the Chatzer. And because the Tzuras Pesach ain't tzarich lebati v'chatzeres. Tzuras Pesach, then like in modern times, there's no need to have the condition of bati v'chatzeres in order to make them Mavli suitable to carry. Mashkasa Magabandagam base Pasi Mutar, even the two Pasim also so okay, Loidati. I don't know why. Timar called Yesem Irachba, if it's longer than it's wide, Hare no deal Chatzer has no status as a Chatzer Kamovi. So it's just a passive, but requires so it's passive for that purpose. For Duke. Shin Pei test. Din any hoodie, Shikshishal Pesach Basuach, the law of an Anju, which has an opening, Biko Karpov, to a valley or to an enclosed area which you can't carry. The Daria do it's well known. Shakuti Hadar, but Movi, a non-Jew lives in a street. Also, Bnei he forbids Bnei to carry Achis shoes until they rent out for him the right to carry. If not, also Bnei Movi, numbers of Movies allowed to carry. Chazal said in Yesh Kuti Od Pesach Acher Chaser. The non-Jew has another opening out of his chaser, which Shalom, which just goes into the street. Ella. Rather, he's a biko a karpaf, but there's some open area or to a karpaf. Ain't no something on Movi. Doesn't ask him, and the people rest in Movi. If he the nichol le'yos ishtam b'sherchos on Pesach on Movi, the shomi chidi the ravach le'alma. So he doesn't use the other opening because the other opening is private, and therefore there's much more room than use the opening to the Movi. If I feel high the Pesach cost, and even that other opening was small, shem rak talad, it's only 4x4 tvachim. This opening is better for his purposes than me Pesach Movi. So that's case it comes out that the guy says if he has no Jesus a regular in the Movi. Not only that, I feel we knew across the entire day. He's taking camels and wagons in and out of the Movi to get to his house. Through the Movi. And also doesn't forbid because he certainly has certainly to his advantage to use the other opening because that's his private one. Shuyachidi, where he's individual. That which you go through the movie Derech Mikra was just a random occasion. Number is when the place is open to the other side of the guy's house. Is open to a place where it is Yosef Beis side. It's one of the red base side, the Rav Klei Amoshem. It's got a broad expanse there. I made it's interesting how the application of Beis assigned to a non-Jew. And this is only applied to Erev for a Jew. Here it's applied to a non-Jew and how he won't ask an Erev. So the Rav Klei Amoshem, this guy lots of room. In a regular base time, it's only precisely Beis assigned. Because it's only less than this, but usher. It doesn't behoove the guy in that case to go out through the other much smaller door. Go out to the big door. I feel even the Movi doesn't hold so many people itself. Because it is a broad and easy way to travel. The Bialog is as a word mat here. If it's the door from the other door from the non-Jew's house goes to a karpa which is totally enclosed. Because they can't get out. So it has to be a karpa which has an opening. Bialog says that in terms of a bika, which is open on all sides, even a small bika, which doesn't have a base, which is only a base of sign, that's okay. It's still easier for him than the main door to go to the movie because he gets lots of airspace. Okay? Base. You have a Jew living in the movie. For low shita, we wanted to make a shita with them. For low bita rishus, he didn't negate the shus versus the movie. Therefore, the movie is also for carrying purposes. So then, there's another opening. So outside of Mavli, again outside the street. Has opening the street as well. And also sometimes she's married. It doesn't forbid because of the reason which we explained. He's compelled to go out the other way, and it's better for him. But the Jew, it's the opposite. If the place is more than a base of sign, we'll look off Ladira, and it's not Mukab Ladira, that back door. Also, still asked the movie. Can't carry her. She also told the boy, that's what Ramos. Can't carry more for Ramos. Mashkeva movie is supposed to movie. The mutter tell Talta we can carry the entire movie. Kim Shavsu Besocho, at least vessels which were in it from Erev Shabbos. So each of them is the opening of the movie. Akshu pachos me base sign, but if there's less than base sign, a carpa in the backyard. The mutter tabakula, we can carry the entire thing. But then Nicholay, Trey, Mibau, Pisco, Oser. Okay, I was talking about Shabura. He's even if it's corralled in. As long as it's less than the base of Sayim, he's okay. About Pesach, a Mavi, it's as if he's not accustomed to go out to the opening of the Mavi. To clear mind the base of sign, we said by Kuti that's not enough. For non-Jew, it's not enough to have a precise base of sign. It's got many usages. But on Shabbos doesn't have so many usages. Without a base of sign for him, it's enough to have less than a base of sign on Shabbos. If the karpa behind the house was mukov l'dira, for the other base of sign, and also if it's one base of sign, doesn't forbid. You can carry there. Some say the other rabba, on the contrary, hamukov l'dira ain't a b'cheshon klal. No. It's got to be ain't a mukov l'dira to be matter. And if it's mukov l'dira, it doesn't help at all. Why? Interesting svara. But I feel Papa's Misa basis time also even less than the two swords asks. Why? She came on Shukla Hidiro since it was around for the purpose of enveloped, surrounded, for the purpose of habitation. It's like his chotzel. It's like to be excess and additional exit. Really not luxury air. But doesn't want to go out, doesn't want to leave his acts in the movie on account of this chotzel, which he's using. Even if it's less than a base of time, because using it as a house. As an extension house. Zel das I built same body. Tesis for day, we're showing that's Rashi. First means the opinion of Rashi. Zal. But that is the possession might be so yes, a base of time. More than a base of time is no good, is no good. Lav dafka. Not necessarily more. Doing the assignment also precisely to saw. Havik yes, a base of time is one like more than a base of time. Vimashka racing and Shinai Beis, let's look to you buys the Karpa by base of Sayim. That's according to what we said in Shimonai Beis, that you are not allowed to take out to a Karpa, which is precisely base of time as well. Okay, it brings down here brackets. I'm going to run not for us at the moment. Let's be a lacha here. It looks like the first opinion that if it's Mukha V'dira, for Yachid, then you can take out even if it's larger base of sign. Okay? I did not mention. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Dal, V'dai, you should know the Marsham, and it's not space of time, so good. It's not Rabach Le'ama. Dal, V'dai, you should know the Marsham, the Mar says, Sheshan Pesach, Acher, they have another thing show outside the movie, not at the side of the movie. Here's our Ampere Ches, Nin Yud Zayin. But Tushno Kos Losh Chaloin, the window, I feel Shal Chaloin, ain't not saving the window is good enough. I ain't shot. But to me, I'm astounded. I went. Did I skip something here? No. Okay. Let's skip. Again, but bring it down. Dag Marsham Amro Sheish Lem Pesach Acher Shot Tzad Movi Tzad Movi Chek Zaram Perkei Tinu Zayin Shab Betur Shal Kos Lo Shal Chalon Tafi Shal Chalon He'll say if it's just a window, it's still good. He says here, Utmiya, I'm astounded. The Pesach Afilu Katan Mikom Makom. If it's an opening even smaller, nevertheless, it's royal Knisa Tzia. Suitable going in and coming out. I'm Chalon. I know I'm royal Knisa Tzia. I'm going to trash mom. What does that help? A window the other direction. So you can't go in and out of that window. Immediately the rabbi saying Pesach left after. Who told them that Pesach is not specific, even a window? The Mokom HaChalon, the Chalon Ma'ani, we're going to Lashon Chalon. But the Gemara how that window works, it said a window. We talk about the windows between the Chatzeres, between the Batim. There's also makes the next simon. They said an opening, a doorway. We know the guy Mechal Mutter, I know windows good enough, but unclear. He says the bracket Sarifli, we didn't say the Tzarchim, so I guess maybe that's what we didn't bring it down. Who knows? Shin Tzaddik. Din Mavi Shatzino Echad Kuti V'Tzino Echad Yisrael. You have a Movi which one side is non-Jewish, the other side is Jewish. Aleph, Kasav HaTorah, the Torah writes, Movi should see the Echad Kuti, one side there's a non-Jew. He saw Tzir Sheni, he saw the other side. He has another Jew's house open next to him, but only open to the Shusarab and not to the Movi. There's a window between him and the Jew living in the Movi. He can't make an Erev through the window. Shebenim between them. Lotikem Movi Derech Beis Yisrael Shcheno. A Basul Movi that the guy outside the Movi can bring stuff into the Movi through the household, through the house of the Yisrael, who's his neighbor, with whom he made an Erev. There's a door between the two of them. Then mutter l'ri. It's okay according to Ri, because then I guess it's better access. The Rashi, if there's a door between the two of them, also so remains also kind of shono. The various things that b'chotzer simin shin pei beis already been explained by time. Kamo b'sham, it's just like there. The Osa Association Mokum Kuti can't live in an individual place where there's a non-Jew. We'll explain the difference between a window and an opening of Shita 3, according to his opinion. Practice says, even though there's only one Jewish chotzer, when we require two chotzers to make a mavoi, but in terms of making something a mavoi, it doesn't matter who the owner of the chotzer is. Based on Perak 18, writes a different language. So, Mavoi should see the Echad Kuti, one side is non-Jews. See the Echad Yisrael, the other side is Jews. Windows open from each chotzer, the other chotzer Yisrael. If you were cool on the Chalonos, they made and through the windows. Even though now like one person, let's see their Chalonos, and they also can take in and out through the windows. The outer ones are now allowed to use the Mavoi, their psachim, through the openings, until they rent the right from the non-Jews. The mass says be an individual when it comes to non-Jews. Explains more like language of the Torah. That let's see what he said back in Shin Pei Beis. Shin Pei Beis, you know. Yeah, I'm going to call this. Shane Rabin Nasim Erev Achid. So there going around is a great kula. Even though Chacham asked to make an Erev in a chutzah where two Jews are living with one non-Jew, they have to rent out from the kuti. That's when they're married through doors in order to carry in the yard. But through windows, they don't. It's okay if they carry in the house from house to house. Through the windows, they don't have to actually go out into the yard and carry out through the yard. Rashi there holds the Rashi there in Sipsa Yud says that if there's a passage in the two Jews, they're also to make an eruv. Again, not just also go in the chutzner, but also to make an eruv. Okay. Okay, but anyway, it says, because if we don't contradict one another, I'm going to be Shneadim, but Sarch in Godel. Kimo, far beyond seen Shimpei Beis involved the Anakuti Osek Shadar B'Chatzer Echad Misraim, so he lives in the same Chatzer as the Jews. So B'Shtei Chatzer, so 2 yards, Zulif Nimizu, when the railroad effect. The Brechech H Risas Regel, because the non-Jew has Risas Regel on the outer one. Avashem says but 2 yards over to each other. But Kol Chatzer Shel Derech L'Shus Rabim. Each one is its own way out of Shus Rabim. Or the Mavi to the street. V'dar Kuti b'Chatzer Echad. The non-Jew lives in the one Chatzer. B'Shtei b'Chatzer Echad. The other 2 Jews live in their own Chatzer. And on Tzichem B'Skorim in Shus. They don't do Shus. Abi Shel Fam Maver Derech Halim. Sometimes it goes through them. Came with Shel Derech Achad because he has no Derech. Vein Oserak B'Mavi Shepitzcha Pasuach L'Mavi. The answer in the Mavi when it's opening is opening to the Mavi. But in the among the Chatzeros take an Erev among themselves. Ayin Shavu. Wow. Even the Chatzer of non-Jew is between the 2 Jewish Chatzeros. The opening is between them. To go through the yard of the Kuti. So I can say we have to because he doesn't answer. Those already said that Kusi Pesach Lo Mavi Lo Chatzeros Yisrael, where he has no openings. El Rach Chalom Milamah Sor Tvachim, only a window higher Tvachim. Enos doesn't answer. Yesh Lo Rak Pesach Lo Chalom Lamatam Yod. But he has even the opening, or a window below 10 Tvachim, then he does answer. Not sure why there's another way out. Oh, well, it does have another way, but he's just one non-Jew. I guess when there's a Pesach, it's going to be like both the Jews are in the movie with him. So they would answer. It's not showing that he doesn't answer as a result.